What do Nathan Oakley do when he realized that no sensible person wants to join his echo chamber? First of all, I want to thank all my patrons, members, donors and subscribers. All of you are important for me. Thank you very much. We all know that Nathan Oakley's live show is an echo chamber and that no sensible person wants to join his live streams because he's afraid of the truth, he's afraid of reality. So if you present anything sensible, you will be muted. So what do he do when he can't get any sensible people to debate him on his channel? Let's see.
How can we get an elevation angle measurement from a curved surface?
So Nathan tries to debate a AE. This is from a video that he calls OpenAE knows Earth is navigated flat. Oh dear.
Elevation angles can be measured from a curved surface by using a device or method that can accurately determine the angle between a reference plane and a point on the surface. For example, a clinometer or a theodolite can be used to measure the elevation angle of a point on a curved surface relative to a horizontal reference plane. These instruments use a sighting mechanism to align with the point on the surface, and a scale or display indicates the measured angle.
It's obvious that Nathan didn't listen to that reply from the AE. It talks about curved surface. Do you have that on a flat Earth?
Other methods, such as laser rangefinders or satellite-based positioning systems, can also be used to measure the elevation of a point on a curved surface. These methods typically involve measuring the distance between the point and a reference level, such as sea level, and using trigonometric calculations to determine the elevation angle. I hope this helps to clarify things. Please let me know if you have any further questions.
And this part was too hard for Nathan to understand. I quote, "Other methods such as laser rangefinders or satellite-based positioning system can also be used to measure the elevation of a point on a curved surface." He ignores satellite-based positioning system because satellites are in space, and according to Nathan in his silly friends, space is fake. And once again, the IA talks about a curved surface. Let's listen to Nathan's next question.
So you need a horizontal reference plane.
And now Nathan hopes that the AE will confirm that the Earth is flat. Let's hear the IA's reply.
Yes, a horizontal reference plane is often used as a reference when measuring elevation angles.
Do you think Nathan understood that answer? Let's hear his next question.
So the ground would be the flat baseline used for the angles.
No, he didn't want to understand that answer, and now he tries to trick the IE into confirming his flat Earth fantasies. Good luck, Nathan.
Yes, in celestial navigation, the celestial equator can be thought of as the ground, and is used as a reference plane to measure the elevations of celestial objects above or below it.
Do you think Nathan understood that answer?
So in celestial navigation you measured elevation angles and considered the ground as flat.
Let's listen to the reply to Nathan's question.
Yes, in celestial navigation, the celestial equator is used as a reference plane to measure the elevations of celestial objects above or below it. The celestial equator is an imaginary circle on the celestial sphere that is the projection of the Earth's equator onto the celestial sphere. It is used as a reference frame to describe the positions of objects in the sky. When measuring the elevation of a celestial object, an angle is measured between the object and the celestial equator. This angle is called the object's elevation angle. The celestial equator can be thought of as the horizontal reference plane in this context, and the elevation angle is measured between the celestial object and this reference plane. But we consider it flat. Why if it isn't? In celestial navigation, the celestial equator is considered a flat plane in a way that is V, similar to how a map is considered a flat representation of a three-dimensional space. The celestial sphere is a theoretical construct that represents the celestial objects as if they were located on the surface of a very large sphere that surrounds the Earth. When we look up at the sky, we see the celestial objects as if they were located on this sphere. To make it easier to navigate and understand the positions of celestial objects, we can represent the celestial sphere on a flat map. This is similar to how a globe is a three-dimensional representation of the Earth, but maps are two-dimensional representations of the Earth's surface. In celestial navigation, the celestial equator is used as a reference plane to measure the elevations of celestial objects above or below it. It is convenient to consider the celestial equator as a flat plane in this context because it allows us to use two-dimensional maps to represent the three-dimensional positions of celestial objects.
A great reply from the AI, and once again, it definitely confirms that we live on a globe. But do Nathan understand that?
So you need a horizontal reference plane.
Of course, Nathan ignored that reply and once again tried to fool the AI into confirm his silly fantasies. So let's listen to the last part where Nathan thinks that the AI confirms a flat Earth.
Yes, a horizontal reference plane is often used as a reference when measuring elevation angles. So the ground would be the flat baseline used for the angles. Yes, in celestial navigation, the celestial equator can be thought of as the ground, and is used as a reference plane to measure the elevations of celestial objects. So you need a horizontal reference plane. Yes, so the ground would be the flat baseline used for the angles. Yes.
I'm not sure if this is tragic or funny. Seeing a grown-up man trying to beat a AI and being owned by it, and he can't see it by himself. Several times the AI confirmed that we live on a globe and that we are measuring a globe. Maps are based on a globe. It talked about satellite, but Nathan desperately tried to get it to confirm his fantasy world, and in the end he thinks he did beat the AI. Oh dear. Is this how desperate you get when you live in your own little echo chamber talking to fools like 10th Man and Brian's Logic about things you don't understand, like navigation? This is so damn silly. Oh dear, Nathan Oakley, you are a big fool. One of the biggest. Oi, oi, oi. Sorry, but this is too stupid. The friends at your channel, Nathan, don't know anything about navigation. I have navigated professional since the late 80s, and I'm navigating warships. Oh dear. I can't stand more of this silliness. I want to thank all of you that support the channel, all of you helping me, helping Ukraine with sending drones. Thank you so much. If you want to help with the drones, use PayPal. That was all I had for you this time. I will be back soon. Hope you liked the video. If you did, please become a member, subscribe, leave a comment. Until next time, have a nice day. Bye.